much more energy.
Throughout the day, I can focus better. I can concentrate in my work.
Our church worship service lasts 45 minutes. For the last 2 years, I've not been able to stand that long. 2.5 weeks into wearing the X39 patch, the pastor said, "You can now be seated." It dawned on me at that moment that, my goodness, I've been standing this whole time, didn't realize it.
After starting using the technology for approximately 2 weeks, my pain completely disappeared.
32 years of pain gone in 3 days.
I just love the products. They just help me to feel younger and younger year after year.
Thank God for X39.
My skin become younger, softer, firmer.
It's been really amazing.
I love X39 because it really helped reduce the inflammation in my knee. I can now run again. Woohoo!
Hi, Robin.
Hi, Gregory. Hi, everybody. Are we recording? Oh, we are.
All
right, there we are. Welcome, everyone, to our Monday evening community call, and we get together every Monday night. Excuse me, Gregory, take over because I have to cough.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. It's Monday evening, our second call for the new year, 2023. We've got a wonderful group of folks that are going to be speaking with you tonight. And very excited about everything that's unfolding in the LifeWave world, especially with our Nova conference coming up in just a few days. So we've got a very special guest, and I hope I promoted the right David. It didn't have your last name, David, so I assume that's the David we wanted that I just promoted out to a co-host panelist. Yeah, that's him. I can see your beautiful picture there. So very excited to have one of the founding field partners. I mean, David was there, and I think he witnessed the birth of LifeWave, and he's going to share a little bit of his story, how he, had the good fortune to meet David Schmidt when there was, I don't know, a handful of people in the room. The company was just moving from concept to, to startup, and he's been riding this horse on our behalf, doing the heavy lifting for 18 years now. He's certainly one of the top income earners in LifeWave. I think he is just about LifeWave. David, I bet most of the entire field organization in all 80 countries is in your group. And so I'd just like to turn on your camera, David. We'd love to welcome you to our Monday evening call. And thanks so much for joining us here today. And gonna let you just spin a little yarn with us here tonight and tell us, you've been through a lot, you've seen a lot, and you also, because of the close relationship David has with David, I think he's got some insights. Maybe he could sneak a little bit of information and future for us. So I'll turn it over to you, David. Thanks for joining us.
You might be able to read it in between the lines. Okay, thank you, Gregory, and thanks for for your leadership here. You and Robin, you've just built an incredible organization. LifeWave. Basically, I'm more excited about LifeWave today than I have been in 18 years. And bottom line is that the LifeWave started out with a bang, with one product, with the Energy Enhancer product. That was $17 million in sales. And that's because we had a single product focus, Energy Enhancer, and the publicity we got with that product, with the Olympics and with, David Beckham, et cetera. It just, it put us on the map. And 17 million in your first year, that can create, a lot of challenges as well. So, just like, any new company, any startup, you've got your challenges, and and as it grew, LifeWave actually, met up with those challenges, and and LifeWave was also over the years, proving this technology, doing all the clinical studies, patenting the product, which actually took 10 years just to get the patent on the LifeWave technology, which we thought it would never happen. What's important though is that, David Schmidt's, commitment to LifeWave and his brand partners, was and still is unshakable. LifeWave is here today because of, obviously because of the product, technology, and really because of, over the first 15 years, since we got started, really most people were joining LifeWave for the product, mainly. It was, a lot of health professionals, and people interested in the product, and it was really a product-based company. It wasn't, really so much entrepreneurial, income-based as far as being promoted that way. It was promoted as product, and I think that's, what really happened is that changed, in 2019. And during the first 15 years, LifeWave built up the foundation, 9 languages, all the different fulfillment centers around the world, and getting rid of all the, actually going through, I think, over those years, 3 software upgrades, which, alone, those could be, very challenging with a company. But most importantly, the reason LifeWave is here today, in my opinion, and is not just the product, but it's LifeWave's integrity, which really starts at the top with David Schmidt, with that unshakable, integrity, and the team that David Schmidt, our CEO, our founder of LifeWave, the inventor of the LifeWave technology, he has surrounded himself with a corporate team with integrity. And I think that is really the key to having a company with longevity. And we've got that here. I've been with a number of companies over the years. It was hard to find, it was really impossible to find this kind of integrity, from the top down. And that's super important. So LifeWave's really basically has, systematically, one by one, overcome every challenge. Basically, we had everything in place at LifeWave over, 15 years. We've obviously brought out, several patches, the lifestyle patches and the anti-aging patches, had a dozen amazing patches. But we were, really having this challenge with getting that duplication, getting the, even though the patches were absolutely incredible, and actually all the LifeWave's patches are still as hot today and as effective today, as exciting today as they were since they were first began to be introduced in 2004. But what we were missing was still that single product focus that we had in the beginning with Energy Enhancer, where we did 17 million in our first year, is that single product focus. So we've got, basically right now we've got, what happened in 2019, we rolled out obviously the X39 with the regeneration, new regeneration, focus of, with X39 and also X49. By 2019, the foundation and infrastructure was in place. We had all robotic manufacturing in place in Ireland, able to support $1 billion company. We're able to actually produce over $1 billion in sales. So that's really exciting. And we're the company's got that corporate infrastructure in place now to be able to manage the incredible success and growth that the launch of the X39 has created. This company's got the single product focus back, and over 10 times growth in the first 3 years since X39 was introduced. That is that is incredible. Going, up to 300 million now. And,
Well, it looks like David froze for me. I don't know if he froze for anyone else.
is this 75% of this 300 million in sales is actually, it says I've got the internet connections unstable. So hopefully that's improved. 75% of the 300 million in sales is X39. So that's a sign, that focusing on X39 is really the key to success and duplication. And the next 10 times growth is going to take us to 3 billion and beyond. So the end really is nowhere and is not in sight. The end actually is beyond 3 billion. I believe, we can easily, just become a multi-billion-dollar company, because really there's nowhere else that has this technology. And ever since 1973, there's no other companies being able to come up with this technology. In 18 years, there's never been a company that's been able to duplicate or copy our technology either. That's not only patented, but it's proprietary. And on top of that, the X39 is also patented as well. So we've got something here that is, even in network marketing or even outside of this industry, we have zero competition. So the world is your oyster, and the potential to build an enormous organization. And definitely you want to make 2023 your best year yet. This is something that for myself, X39 for me became a mission to share this after my wife was bedridden and was in extreme pain, and X39 was able to, just that one patch, we stopped using all the other patches. I let her use X39, and in 25 days, she was no longer bedridden. Her pain was down from a 10 down to a 2, and she was driving again and shopping and cleaning and doing a housework, going from bedridden, when previously when I had to dress her in the morning and help her down to the sofa. So I made it a mission, to share LifeWave, and with all the testimonials and everything that we've seen, since X39 was introduced, there is no question we need to keep the focus on X39 and keep it simple. So maintain that focus on the X39 stem cell activation technology. You're at the right place at the right time, with the right company, the right inventor and CEO, David Schmidt, integrity from the top down. So now let's patch and roll in 23.
Love it, David.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Robin.
We should have expanded this to an hour, because you have so much to share, and we're going to get you back soon. But, Robin and I feel totally blessed, because we just, the stars lined up for LifeWave with David and X39, and it lined up for Gregory and Robin, because we got invited to try X39. Robin did, by Kai Jacobson, right at the end of the beta test. I know you beta tested it with the field in the third and fourth quarter of 2018. And, in October, Kai's calling up and saying, hey, something's happening to this sleepy company. I've been involved in it for 14 years. And all of a sudden, my check's going up and up and up. And it's this stem cell patch. And boom, end of story, end of sale. Robin says, how fast can we get it? And as we like to say, the rest, as we say, is history. But to start, we were able to be there really at the birth of this stem cell revolution that LifeWave is causing. And what I was thinking, because you've been around the industry a long time like I have, network marketing companies typically fail for one of two reasons. They never hit the growth curve and die, or they hit the growth curve and die.
Right, exactly.
And LifeWave has made it past both of those hurdles. And as you said, they built the infrastructure. So when X39 came around, they already had the functional infrastructure. manufacturing, distribution, technology. Whew. Wow, we are so blessed.
Absolutely. We sure are.
And
Robin, did you want to share?
I do.
Yeah.
David, I remember the day of the original launch of X39, and you were in, it was Austria, wasn't it?
Right.
Yeah, you were in Austria, and you sent us an email and you said, oh my gosh, you guys, this is bigger than we thought. And you mentioned GHKCU, and no one did, you know, we knew it was a stem cell patch, but we didn't know what GHKCU was. And I remember vividly getting that email, and you started sharing some of the multiple amazing benefits from activation of that copper peptide. And then I got to meet you at the last event of the launch of X39. It was March 31st, 2019. And Gregory came with me, and there were 300 people in the room. I think you were the only serious networker in the whole room at the time. Just about. It was a science event, you know, but the penny dropped for Gregory. And you know, the company, and I think David's going to share a little bit this Saturday on Nova of the challenges that he's overcome. And there have been many, and a lot of people don't realize the resilience that it takes to get through what he has gotten through personally and professionally to what we have today. And when you said you're more excited now than ever, everything's in place now. You know, right. 18 years. And so I just, and thank you for mentioning the single product focus, because the fastest growing teams are doing that. And when we, you know, it's like when we came to the event, well, it wasn't we, it was me, because Gregory was very ill at the time. And there was an award for the people that got to SPD in less than a year. And all these other leaders came up to me and said, what did you do? Because all 5 leaders from our team, and it was a single product focus. And so that is a really important message for people. If you're a healthcare practitioner, it's easy to get lost and caught in all the other patches. But if you're wanting to build a business, listen to David, 75% of the sales. So we just love working with you, David. We so appreciate your steadfastness, your perseverance, your humbleness, your wisdom. And we are so grateful that we get to work with you, David. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm blessed to be here.
Yay.
Thanks. Well, I'm going to turn the next part of the call over to you, Robin, because I know we've got a couple of new directors that we always like to, you know, get some success secrets from people that are succeeding. And we have 2 new directors, one from the US and one from the Philippines. So if you'd like to invite them in, that'd be awesome.
I will. So let's start out with Rich. And Rich is a woman, and Rich is from the Philippines. And I do want to acknowledge all of you that are here from all over the world. We have many countries represented on this call and it keeps growing. But Rich Dilla, and I apologize for the typo in the newsletter. I had the wrong first letter on her last name. But Rich comes to us from the Philippines, and she shows up on a lot of our evening calls. I see her all the time. And she's a financial planner. She's very busy. She's been an amazing student, but you know, she joined in May of 2021 because of trust of a friend, but didn't choose to become active until a group, Coach Clarissa and a bunch of other leaders went over to the Philippines, and something shifted in her. And then she got serious about this business, became a manager very quickly, and then a director in December. And so I want to welcome and congratulate you, Rich. You want to put your camera on? And take yourself off mute, please, so we can hear you. And Gregory, you want to—
Good morning from the Philippines.
Good morning from the Philippines. Oh, wonderful to see you, Rich. And again, I apologize for getting your name wrong. I don't like to do that, but you know, something shifted for you, my dear, when you had those visitors from North America come see you that made you change your focus. Could you share with people what changed in you for you to choose to really go for it with LifeWave?
When they came over, I was curious because there were a lot of testimonies. And then because previously I used the patch, and with my first patch, I didn't really feel anything. So I was hesitant to share the product. And then when they came over, I got curious. And then what I did was I had my cousin try it. she had a spine problem. And then after a few days, she's had it for over a year. And then when I had her try it, because she's in Canada, and then she's already depressed, so she would call us here, and we kind of feel helpless because she's far. And I told her to try the patch, and then she used X39, and in 2 weeks with just 6 patches, the pain. She told me that the pain is hardly noticeable. So what happened was I got curious because I was hesitant to share it first with other people. So what I did was I watched the replays of the product webinars in YouTube, and then I joined the Facebook groups of the company, and then I was already in the Facebook group of Coach Clarissa. And then there were also posts of Live Younger, so I joined, and then I kept browsing through, and then there were a lot of testimonials. And then I joined the Zoom, and then Coach said you need to regularly attend the practitioners call, because we cannot pose ourselves as medical practitioners. I mean, if you have guests, you can attend and then ask questions. So that's what I did. And then I would invite some of my friends, my prospects, and then eventually we started our Zoom. And then I also actively participate in the corporate webinars, because the Philippine corporate office is very active in hosting events. We have Zoom, so I gather testimonials, and then I get the screenshots, and then I share it. I'm not really posting a lot in Facebook, but I do a lot on My Day in Facebook, so that creates a lot of curiosity. And eventually I kept adding members in the Live Younger page. So Liz was able to ask me about the members, the people that I'm adding, if they are members. And then I told her that they are members. And then eventually she told me that, and Robin also told me that there's a 25-minute Zoom. And then it's really a great help, because the presentation is very short and it's very clear. So I said, if I can also do that, if I can also present at a shorter time and have the testimonials ready. So that's I'm gathering experiences from the presidential directors, and also from Gregory and Robin and Coach Clarissa, and it's really great help. That's why we were able to sponsor a lot of people. So we have our team is growing. So we have members from Australia, from Singapore. We also have members from some states in the US. So that's really exciting. And we also have from where else? And we also have from other provinces in the Philippines, because we don't really have. I haven't gotten out of Iloilo yet, but we just have Zoom, so it's really nice. And then here in the Philippines, we also have corporate events, and the support of the corporate office is really nice, because they give out X3910S. So they give that out. We pay tickets. And the tickets are priced at 300, and that would include 10 patches of X39. So that's really great. So we have that. We use we leverage the offline meetings of corporate, and then we also have Zoom. So I really like the Zoom meetings, because it's very sustainable for the business.
Oh my goodness, you just gave people a lot of treasures, my dear. And I want to review, because we like to get, when leaders rank advance, we like to say success leaves clues. So you started out with curiosity, which is wonderful, but the timing wasn't quite right, and you didn't have the belief yet, until you started sharing when people came to visit, and then you started plugging in. And I hope everyone heard that. And Coach Clarissa invited you to plug into the calls and the Zooms, and then you started adding people, and you got active in the Facebook group. And let's see, I wrote a bunch of notes. This is a business about inviting. And you invited a lot of people to check out what we have. And so one thing led to another, and you keep showing up. Gregory says the key to success is be here a year from now, and you, even though your timing wasn't right when you started, but you consistently started building your belief from your curiosity. Excuse me for 1 second here. And so you have modeled what we're about, my dear. You know, curiosity, belief, showing up, inviting people, building a community. You have a community all over the world, and it's seamless. And we are so thrilled to have you. And I love it. Ravel wrote in Filipino. I guess it's congratulations. Magandang umaga. Is that correct? Or something close?
It means good morning.
It means good morning. Well, okay. Good morning and congratulations. So we just are thrilled to have you in our community and being a leader in the Philippines. And we know that there's a lot more growth to happen over there. Things are really happening, and you're taking advantage of having the corporate office there and getting people there and getting people using the patches. And so we're thrilled and want to congratulate you. And good morning. Thank you for being with us tonight, Rich. And Happy New Year to you. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
Well, that's pretty exciting. Director from the Philippines. I love it. And you know, she got a double bonus because she got the director's bonus from the company, and she had a bunch of people on the Power of the Patch call. So guess what? And we're going to have to figure out how to get you your money, Rich, but we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. And she said, Live Younger community is great. Happy to be here. Well, we're thrilled to be here with you and have you with us. So now we're going to shift to Arizona, and we have Martin Murphy with us. And Martin, I just want to share a little bit about Martin, because you know, we had an event in Phoenix and Martin came on his own. He wasn't invited by anyone. He was looking, and he was looking for a company, and he wanted to go to the event and see what it was about. And he was researching to find the right fit with a company and with a sponsor. And he showed up. He comes to us with his parents, you know, he grew up in network marketing. His parents were networkers, and they also were entrepreneurs and had a very successful business that he's been involved with. He's been actually an entrepreneur for a very long time. He runs a 6-figure event concession company, and he got introduced. He came to the event. He got excited. He chose his sponsor. He chose very wisely, I must say. And he knows how important that is. And he went to the event and he got started, and he moved up the ranks really quickly. And so I want to bring Martin on. And Martin, I'd love to hear from you what you attribute your success to, and what kind of success tips do you have to share with people?
Okay, I'm trying to turn on my video, but it says that you all have ended my video.
What? Let's see what we can do about that. Honey, is there anything? Let's see here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It should work now, Martin. Go ahead. Sorry about that. There you go.
Gotta love technology, right?
There he is.
Right.
Oh, look
All
at
right, I'm here.
You've got the fan on your head, so it looks like you're going to take off.
Helicopter head.
It's like a beanie.
Yeah.
So that's really hard to follow up after Rich. I mean, wow, that's incredible. You know, what really made me go for it was I went to Connie, which I chose to be my sponsor, as you had said about coming to the meeting. And I said, hey, I've got 3 months before my real job, you know, that pays the bills, starts up, and I want to hit it as fast as I can. And so I signed up with the Diamond Pack immediately. And that kind of held my spot. And then basically just went to Connie for as much help as possible. You know, and she's really been instrumental. And then Robin and Gregory, you two have been incredible. I mean, we are so blessed to have an upline that has cared as much as you all, because we wouldn't be what we are today without you all. But I've been in network marketing before. I've had good ones and bad ones. And I was just like, you know, I'm going to choose how I'm going to go into this company. When I got onto the corporate website, I saw that there was the event in Scottsdale. showed up to that not knowing what to expect. I had seen, some good and bad things on the internet. Most of the stuff was way back in the past. So I was skeptical at first, but then seeing Dr. Nick up on stage and just doing amazing results with people, that just blew me away. Now, I still, at the moment, you're kind of like, okay, I'm first into this. What about it? It might be, fool's gold. It might be better or more than what it really is. But then I started using it with my parents. They really signed on right away at first. And my mother has extreme leg pains. Then just progressively got better for her. Myself, at the moment, I really wasn't having that many problems, but I was faithful. I used the X39. And then I started noticing that I could squat. And when I came up, I didn't have that blood rush and faint and get dizzy. I was having to hold on to counters. I was doing 3 oxy a day for pain management for my back and my leg. And I'm now off of that completely since X39. So, I mean, it's just also I have to give kudos to Eon too. So it wasn't just X39. So the products are just absolutely amazing. And we're at the right place at the right time with the right upline.
Beautiful. And I've had the privilege of getting to know your parents. Oh my gosh, they are spectacular. They're very, very special people. And also you developed, you watched Dr. Nicholas and you saw it for yourself. The proof is in the testimonies, and you got to experience it right there in person, in the present, and saying, oh, wow. We say wow a lot, don't we? And, you come from a family of servant leaders, of, people that are really here to make a difference in other people's lives. So, you've got your other business, and this is a part-time gig, but where do you want to go with LifeWave, Martin?
Oh, I'm looking forward to it being full-time. Even though it is part-time, it sure does feel like it's a little full-time right now.
Okay.
So, but no, I want to be up there with you all. I want to be on all the trips. I want to travel. I want to help as many people as I possibly can. And it's really hard when somebody just doesn't believe. Mm-hmm. And you see how much that this product can help them. And they don't want to take the leap of faith. And even when you offer to give them some, hey, just try this out. I think you'll be amazed. And, so don't waste your time with those. When it is their time, they will come back to you. I've had to learn that. Mm-hmm. And just keep on plowing through. Hit your contact list and your phone book, the people that you haven't talked to in so long. Start opening up channels to them and saying, hey, I think I have something that'll help you. And then say, you know what? No, I know I have something that will help you.
So wonderful to have the confidence that we all have in what these products do. So you're a servant leader, you're going to the top. I have no doubt about that. And 2 full-time incomes is okay, nothing to complain about. And I love what you said, we're not here to convince people. And what's that great line? Those convinced against their will are of the same mindset still. So you just go next, and when their time is right, it's right. And if it's not, next, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So you're going through your list. Well, Martin, congratulations. We're thrilled to get to work with you and have you on our team. It's wonderful, and love having you on those leadership calls. We love your contributions. You bring a lot to the table, and we're thrilled. So thank you, and Happy New Year.
Thank you all.
Okay.
Congratulations, Martin. Good job. Woo! See you in March. We'll be down there. Robin and I are going to be doing we're planning a big regional meeting in Scottsdale, Arizona at the latter part of March. So we don't have the exact venue, date, time, place yet, but we're going to be there. So, and Robin, I can't show the newsletter anymore because it poofed away from my computer.
Do you want me to get it?
No, I don't think we need that. I think we can talk it. You know, we just wanted to, first of all, I think we wanted to cover just a little nudge about Nova, the Nova nudge. You know, if you're not registered, get off this call when we're done or now, but register. And in today's newsletter is a click through. You can go to the, you know, the corporate website to events and you can register. $29. You're going to get $29,000 worth of information. So, and even if you're going to an event, you know, it's like we have some of our local team members coming to our house, but they're all like Carol Lee and, you know, Christine and others, they're all buying tickets. So after they come to our house and watch it at our watch party, they go home and rewatch it as many times as they want or watch their favorite portions of it. So 2 more days. Wednesday night is the cutoff for pre-registration and going to be the best $29 you've probably ever spent. And if you're you feel you feel like you want to do something even more spectacular, we're going to have a house full. I don't know where we're going to get all the chairs and how we're going to fit them in, but we will. You know, we got a whole house sound system. It'll be broadcasting loud and clear everywhere. And we're going to have, you know, a little potluck luncheon, and we're just going to have a great time together. We're all going to have our notepads out. So we're going to have a watch party at your house. Encourage you to consider doing the same.
So I want to mention that there is a question from Renelle. If you know people in Bozeman, reach out to us and we'll send you the invite that has the directions to our house. And what I notice on the LifeWave Business Builders and all the notices from the company is they mention the start time. They don't mention the end time. And we're trying to get the agenda from Garrett. David was scheduled to be on for 45 minutes, and I think his talk is an hour and a half. And we all love hearing from David. You know, we can never get tired of hearing too much from David. So he's going to be really, the theme of Nova is heart to heart. And they'll be talking about heart to heart with customers, with brand partners, and as a community, what we're doing to contribute to the world with humanitarian efforts. So you're going to hear some wonderful things. We're going to celebrate the tremendous success that we've had in 2022 and really paint the picture for the future and share vision for where we're going. So this is a great event to bring guests to, people that have had some curiosity. There's that word again. So yes, you are more than welcome to invite people to our home. Anyone's welcome. We'll squeeze as many in as, you know, show up. So honey, what else? Is it anything else about Nova?
No, I think that pretty much covers Nova. We've been talking about it a lot, and it's exciting. It's only days away. Let's see. There's a note in the chat. I wanted to register for Nova. Well, it went away before I could see it.
I have my son's birthday party. You mentioned it's recorded. So what it means is when you register, you will have access for several weeks. And I recommend everyone register on their own, whether you're going to a watch party or not, because you're going to want to get back and watch some of those segments again. And so yes, do that. And if you're not going to LifeWave Business Builders, the Facebook page, they've been doing a lot of promo in the last several days and some really interesting lines that they're sharing, which I picked up a few and put them in my invite today. So please go there, and there's the registration links there. It's in the newsletter. It's all over the place. I think we have it in our Facebook page too.
And Robin, maybe we can post a generic version of our invite in the Facebook group that people could copy and use for their own purposes.
Happy to do that. Happy to do that. And we'd love to meet your friends and whoever you know in this area. Montana is a big state, but people are used to driving. So we have some people coming from Billings, which is about 2 hours away, and from some other places. So please invite people. We're here. Okay. What's next, Sonny?
The next thing, just briefly wanted to talk about, you know, we mentioned it last week. The Power of the Patch webinars are continuing every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. The information's in the newsletter, and you know, those webinars work so well during the fourth quarter that, you know, by popular demand with all of our directors and above on our weekly directors call, everybody agreed, no, we can't stop that. It's working. So I just invite you to continue using them. And then Robin, I think the next thing we want to do the X39 spin, I think.
The big spin.
The big
The
spin.
big spin. So, every week you have an opportunity to be part of the spin by sharing your stories on our Facebook group called vibrantlivingfb.com. FB as in Facebook.com. If you're not a member there, become a member. And this is a place to bring prospects, customers, brand partners. We don't ever mention the company or the product name, but there are literally hundreds and hundreds of testimonial stories in guides 2 and 3. And so if you're looking for some stories, and we're going to make our stories and testimonials easier in this new year for people to reach out and get connected with, because like we heard from Martin, seeing Dr. Nicholas patch people, like we heard from, Rich is, hearing the stories with her friends and family. So that's the lifeblood of our business. And so if you post your story, you will be open to be on the spin. And for the next several months, every week, we're going to do a spin and give away a sleeve of X39 to the winner of the spin. So now I do want to confess, Gregory and I tried to figure out how to get the sound of the spinning wheel to show up, but we couldn't figure it out. So you get to just see it, and I get to hear it. I'm the only one who gets to hear it, which is really a shame, but I'll do it anyway. So these are the people that had stories up on our Vibrant Living Facebook group, and you can have written ones, you can have video ones, but I'm ready for the spin. Drum roll, Gregory.
Dum, dum, dum.
Okay, and here's the spin. Okay.
Darlene.
It's one of the top customer acquirers in our organization, Darlene Clayholtz. Thank you. Congratulations. Darlene's also one of our admins, and she devotes time, selflessly to be of service to the entire community. We get together weekly to look at both Facebook groups, and we have a group of admins, and we are so grateful for their selfless service to the community. And I'm so excited to send you a sleeve of X39, Darlene. And I've got your address.
And Robert, there's one more comment down here from Rich, and she reminded me that, last year, can't guarantee it, but last year, the attendees at Nova, the virtual attendees, because this is an annual event every January, the people that were pre-registered got a special deal on a special product offering. So you might get more than your money's worth by registering, by getting some significant deals on who knows what.
They did say there will be a special promotion for people that are have registered. So we don't know what it is, and they're not telling us. So very exciting. So thank you everyone for being with us. And this is a great start to the new year. We had an amazing call last week. David Jumper, we love you. Congratulations, Rich and Martin. We're thrilled to have you in our leadership team. And thank you for your wonderful sharing this evening of your wisdom. And I think we're done, huh?
I think we're complete. And we call this call complete.
Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.